don't ever think I'll ever forget about what you've done for me. And those guys were the same way. They treated me, like one of their own. I think they knew that, what I was doing was as far as I was going to get. And those guys loved me like one of their own, and I get that same vibe from you. Could be way off kilter there, I guess, though, eh?
Clinton Jaws. Just a short story, okay? I don't want to bore you. Back a long time ago, when I was a baby, I used to collect hockey cards. Nobody collected hockey cards thinking they were going to make money from them. It was just something that you collected. Just the other day, my son comes out with this. And he's like, Dad, they were in my closet, a bunch of hockey cards. And I'm like, what? What do you... And I start pulling them out. And no, there's no Wayne Gretzky rookie card in there. But it's like that year. Like we're talking 80, 81. And I'm like, okay, I remember this. As a child, I would go down to Jack's store and we get hockey cards. And we would just whip them. They're in bad shape. We'd whip them at the wall. Like, look at this. Dale Hunter. I got a Mark Crawford in here. I wish I would have grabbed it. I got to show you the Mark Crawford. Hold on a second. Come on. Stupid. Should I start at the bottom? It's a good start.
You're going to be right at the bottom, aren't you? Rick Walmsley?
Some of these are in really good shape. Oh my God. Right at the bottom. I swear to God, right at the bottom, the last card. That irritated me. I need a drink. Mark Crawford. Is it his rookie? No, one away from his rookie. Anyways, these are from 80, 81, 82. You probably can't see it, and there was probably no point me showing it to you. But if you look closely, there's blood on his face. I don't think there's too many hockey cards out there that actually show the blood. I thought that was pretty cool. Anyways, what's the point of my story here? Like, you guys, can you relate? Do you remember stuff like that? And I had a checklist somewhere. Like, look at, I would try to get the whole series and I'd have it. It came with a checklist and I used to cross out the check, like got it, don't got it. Anyways, so these cards here, in 1990, all of a sudden hockey cards went crazy, went through the roof. Everybody wanted them. That's why it's so popular now. Like it's a few $100 just to buy a case, a few packages to get the Connor Bedard rookie card right now. And in 1990, they came out with a list of the most expensive cards that you can own, the most valuable cards that you can own. So I went through my entire collection, which was pretty big. In 1990, I'm old, right? Almost graduated. And I took out all the good ones, all the ones that were worth money. The Messier's, a stack of Gretzky's. And it's 1990, and like an idiot, I wanted to get boned by this girl who had an annoying brother. And I thought, this is going to be really good of me, really nice of me. I'm like, hey, Trevor, this is for you. And I gave him all those hockey cards. And I didn't get boned. I shouldn't say the word boned. My wife's mom listens to this, so I shouldn't say that. Got to watch what I say. I completely struck out, and I regret doing that. I hate that I did that, obviously. I seen him years later. He's an adult now, And I went up to him. I'm like, hey, whatever happened to those hockey cards? And he goes, oh, God, I went to the mall and sold them all to the guy at the mall. The guy in the arcade. And I'm like, oh, okay. Great, thanks. Thanks, bud. So I'm going through them. My son gives these to me. And I know there's not going to be anything in here. Because I already went through it. And I went through it. And this is what I found. I'm going through it. And I'm like, what? What? Look at that. Gretzky. Right there. Not the rookie card, of course. And the card is, it's worthless. But it means something to me. And I don't know if you could read the back. It's just really cool to have. And Nielsen, I remember collecting these hockey cards. I used to make my mom buy cereal boxes, and I would collect hockey cards out of cereal boxes or a chocolate bar. I remember something to do with they used to come with chocolate bars. And yeah, it was just a good feeling I don't know why it was a good feeling. It just brings back memories, right? Right? Of your childhood. It was a good little treasure. And I've been thinking about a lot about my childhood. Like I think a lot about my dad now since he's gone. And these are in good shape. Who's that guy? Dale Hunter? Harold Schnaps? I don't know about you guys, but I always thought when somebody passed away, you would have beautiful dreams of them, but no, I haven't. That hasn't happened yet. It's horrific nightmares. I found that strange. Started thinking today. I'm outside the front door. Somebody honks their horn and drives. I don't know who it is. Like they're waving. I can't see, so I have no idea who it is. But I remember it brought me back. I remember thinking when we lived on a busy street growing up, and me and my dad are outside, and somebody honked and yelled out something really. Okay, my dad thought I was gay. Okay, he thought I was a gay man. True story. He actually thought that. Years later, he said, "Ugh, I thought you were gay." And I'm like, no, I'm not. But back in the 90s, I went to a party, a house party, and Gay Jay was there. Hold on. And he was out. I mean, he was out of the bucket there. Everybody knew he was a gay man. Good guy. Seen him at the grocery store the other day. He gave me a moist hug. It was probably a 8-second hug. Couldn't get away from him. And that's what happened at the party. He lost his balance. And we're all standing in the kitchen. And he ran right into me. And his whole entire body was pushing up against me. But he's trying to get away. And it looked like he was, it looked very sexual. Okay? And so all my friends started bugging me. Oh, you and Gay Jay, boyfriend. And I'm like, yeah, no, stop it, guys, stop it. And for about a month there, it's like, Clint's gay. That was the big thing around town. Clint's gay, ha. So me and my dad are standing outside. I'm helping him with the lawn. I'm doing lawn care with him. And somebody drives by in a truck and yells out the window, top of their lungs, Clint's gay. And I put my head down and I'm like, I pretended. I'm hoping that my dad didn't hear it. He didn't look at me, but of course he heard it. And I've never forgotten about that moment. And so when he came up to me one day, when I started dating my wife, he's like, I thought you were gay. I'm like, oh, Dad. I'm like, stop it. And he started laughing hysterically. Was he never brought any girls home? Robbie Fatorik. Yeah, I know. I could do. It's my channel. I could do what I want. And my channel's been doing pretty good. You know what? It took me 4 years, guys. Just about 4 years to get 5,000 subscribers. And those 5,000 are tight. That I'll never forget those first 5,000. I mean, just 2 weeks ago, I had 5,000. And now I almost have 10,000. I got basically 5,000 subscribers in a few weeks. And it took me 5,000 in 4 years. So it's going really good. I started a second channel. I asked you guys to subscribe. I had 150. Now I got nearly 2,000 on that channel. I'm going to be able to do whatever I want. In June, I hate using the word excited, but I'm actually really excited. I'm starting up it's going to be an outdoor podcast. I'm not going to tell you what it is right now, but I can't wait to do it. So I'm excited about that. And please subscribe, guys. Please subscribe to my channel.
Smash the like button.
I wasn't going to say this, but I will. Just at the top of my head. I had cops tell me, we won't like your stuff and we won't comment on your stuff because we're scared to do it. And when you do that, I get it, okay? Nothing's going to happen. If you like my stuff, even if you don't like it, your name doesn't show up. And if you like it, then that's the only way, a major way, that the video gets shown to people. If you don't like it, then YouTube doesn't show it. So I'm hoping that every time I talk about police, there's no likes. Therefore, the video stays. Therefore, the subscribers stay. And I don't know. Don't be so scared. Like my stuff. Make a comment. You're not going to get in trouble. Those days are over. I'm going to Vegas Friday. Going to Vegas. A couple asked us if we want to go. And of course we do. Staying at a great place. Great place. Here's the thing, though. And they might know I'm about to say this. Okay, maybe I shouldn't. They're going to watch it. Okay, they're a sweet couple. The guy is a sweet guy. He's a sweet guy. Well, the girl's a sweet girl. They're sweet people. But the woman comes home. And she goes, really nice what they did. You know what they did? They bought us hockey tickets. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah. We're going to a hockey game. I'm like, what? What? We're going to Vegas to watch hockey? When's this hockey game? Sunday at 12:30. I'm like, it's supposed to be 26 Celsius out. Or wouldn't you rather go to a pool party? Clint. Come on, it was nice of them. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but we got hockey down the street. You know what I mean? If I want to go see the Vancouver Canucks, I go see the Vancouver Canucks whenever I want. Why would I want to go see New Jersey? I don't even know a player on New Jersey. Or the Golden Knights. Why would I want... Who am I going to be going for when they're playing against each other? I hate the Golden Knights. They're probably going to beat Vancouver in the playoffs. And we're going to spend 4 hours at a hockey game? You know what? I got soccer tickets. China against Cuba. Okay, I want everybody to go to that. Like, of course you're not going to go to that, right? You don't go to Vegas to watch hockey. I'm going to be sitting there waiting for the hockey game to be over so we can go have fun. And I'm like the Debbie Downer. Like, I feel obligated now. Obligated that we got to go to this hockey game, and I guess that's what we're doing. We could see boobs in a pool in Vegas, but no, we're going to dress warmly. Go watch people I don't know hit the puck. I mean, if they score, if somebody scores, I'm not even going to jump up and go, yay. You know what I mean? Vegas. We're only going Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Back Monday. That's like the trip. That's a third of the trip. I don't even know what a third is, but you know what I mean. Yeah. The wife came home the other day, and she's stressed. She's got that stressful job, right? Would you classify her as a frontline person? DOC of a place, nurse. But her stories are so similar to me. And she's like, Clint, then you know what she said to me? And I'm like, oh my God. Stressing you out. People stress you out at work. And I'm like, you need to take a distance from that person. You need to shut them down. Like, get away from me. And I forget what she said, but it was like, we need to talk. And I remember, I have a lot of examples of certain people in the police force. This guy, I swear to God, I'd be working and he'd be like, Clint, yeah, call me now. I need to talk to you. And I'm like, what? What'd I do? Did I do something wrong? We need to talk. And it'd be nothing. It would be nothing. Like, it made me paranoid. Certain people just absolutely make you stressed out and paranoid. And then years later, I'll retire. This is years later. We get in touch and we talk on the phone for a good hour and we share some good stories. And then the next day, he texts me, call me now. And I'm like, oh my God. What? Because he worked basically beside Brenda Lucky. I'm like, I call him. I'm like, what? What'd you find out? Oh, nothing. I just thought we'd talk. I'm like, oh, dude. Ugh. Gross. What's wrong with people? Dramatic. It's going to hit the fan. Let's talk policing.
Hey, Clayton. Love your YouTubes. Think they're great.
He loves my YouTubes. Thanks, dude. I like it when these young guns call. Thanks for your call. Like my YouTubes.
Love your YouTubes. Think they're great.
Let me pause it and turn you up a second.
Occasionally, I think you're wrong.
What?
But that's okay.
No, it isn't.
Everybody to their own liking and dislike.
When was I wrong? Did I just say, when was I wrong?
Their own liking and disliking. I've been a long time admirer and lover of RCMP, although in the past few years that has certainly changed. I do have a question, though.
What's your question?
And it would be nice to have it answered, is why do you still have your Red Surge and boots, although you can obtain boots at any time, any place?
You can?
But your Red Surge, I always believed that you had to return it when you retired, unless you were doing a certain special function, and in that case, then you were entitled to keep it. As far as...
Okay, well, I'll tell you right now. And by the way, I realize where I am right now, okay? I'm back in my old spot. I built this beautiful podcast. It was like 500 square feet. I don't know. It's huge. It's right there. I gave it to my kid. I gave it to my son. He is flat out, insanely excited about this. He's going crazy. It looks amazing in there, what he's done. Doesn't want to move ever. He begged me for it. It's not why I built it. But I don't smoke anymore. I don't do cigars. Weed man. Weed man's calling me. Hello, Weed man. Hello.
And calling
Is this Weed man?
As you know. Yes.
Pardon?
Sorry, this is Mr. Joe.
Yeah.
How you doing tonight, sir?
Pretty good. What's so funny?
It's like you expected me to call, so that's why I'm laughing.
It popped up.
Anyway, how are you doing?
Good. You want to know about? You want to know if I want you to come and get my weeds?
Well, you probably don't have any yet. We wanted to know if you wanted to follow up on your lawn care quote for your property. And
how much was that again?
Yeah.
Do you cut the grass?
No, unfortunately, that's the one service we don't offer. That's
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah, I do apologize, sir.
No,
Sorry
it's fine.
about that. I mean, if you ever do want lawn care, let us know.
You bet,
We're
you
there
bet.
For you, but
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Have a
Sorry
good
for the
day.
Confusion. Okay, you
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I don't even know where the hell I was. Anyways, I'm back in here. Okay. I'm back in here. It's in order. I can't sleep. He's 14. He's upstairs, walking around and eating all the time. I hear every noise. So we socked him down here. Bad things are going to happen down here, I know it.
I remember you asked how to do your boots because you forgot how you could is beyond me, but you did shine them. There is a video, of course, there is a video for almost anything.
I know what video
YouTube
you're talking about.
on how to shine your boots.
Yeah, it doesn't tell it.
I
know.
use mahogany wax heated up, which is what I was told to do years ago. Anywho, like I say, those are my questions. Those are my comments. Keep up the great work. I guess that's
Was that
about
a
it.
cough?
My name is Warren,
Warren, nice to meet you.
and I live in Ontario.
Oh,
And that's as far as I'm willing to admit to.
right on.
Anywho, thank you. Have a good day. Bye.
See ya. Warren, I think you've been in the scotch. Thanks for your call. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I like the young guns. Boots. Okay, my boots. Yeah, there's a recipe for my boots, and I can't remember the recipe. I forget all the good recipes. It's like I can't even remember. And there's a specific way that I did them. I could probably do it, but I want to do it perfectly of like how I used to do it. And I can't remember how to do it. That's why I want some Mountie that could come over here with me. We have a couple drinks. We film it. We drink and we do our boots. We shine up our boots. I think that'd be a cool video. And my jersey, you see my jersey here. What was your question about it? Why do I still have it? Well, when you retire in good standing, you get to keep it. And I think it actually depends on how many, you have to have a certain amount of years of it being in the police force. And they give you, I actually have a letter that says you're allowed to use it. And I'm like, oh, thanks. That's great. So I use it for, I'm allowed to use it for remember places, things like parades and Remembrance Day. A good funeral. I could go to a good funeral in it. Get to wear it then. Somebody gets married, like if you want to invite me to your wedding and you want me to wear it. That's always fun, wearing it at the wedding. You just stand out. Only the guys, though. I'm sorry to say. But it's only the guys that look good in them. Like, you can take the best looking woman in the world and put her in that Mountie outfit. Doesn't look any good. I probably shouldn't have shared that with you, but it just doesn't. I don't know why. Girls just don't look. My wife sometimes puts it on. She thinks it's doing a lot for me. I was just like, no, you need to take that off. Poor girls. They need something different for the women. Not that. Don't look any good. Tell me I'm wrong. Thanks for your call, dude.
Clinton Jaws, how's it going, buddy? Long-time listener, I don't really call in, but regular member with the RCMP, got between 5 and 10 years of service. Not going to give any more details on that. I am currently working a day shift. I'm in the last 30 minutes of my day shift. So I just watched one of your videos recently, really enjoyed it, love what you're doing. I've also recently, it's kind of refreshing for your show, I guess. I don't know if anyone else cares about politics, but I do care a little bit. And
Yeah, I do.
your commentary and whatnot on like the House of Commons and what's happening when they bicker back and forth and whatnot.
Here's something that's going to drive you guys crazy. I'm going to be doing live streams of Question Period. Gross, right? But yeah. I don't know what channel I'm going to do it on, but that's what I'm doing.
Forth and whatnot. It's funny. That's good. Keep it up. I enjoy it.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm just last 30 minutes of my shift here. Just thought I'd call and say I'm glad you're back. Keep the show coming. Enjoy the content. And if I'm ever on the island in Lower Mainland or whatever, shoot, that's maybe you could edit that out.
I don't know what I didn't hear.
I work, but yeah. Anyway, sorry, that was just a 70 check. Anyway, so yeah, if I'm ever in your area, I'll DM you on Instagram and see if you're down for a beer. But I don't really care for.
I don't got Instagram anymore, but yeah, I'm down for a beer.
You're down for a beer, but I don't really care for BC, so I don't know if I ever will be there. But anyway.
Oh, you had a problem.
And yeah.
How could you not care for BC? Like, would you rather be in Regina? No offense to Regina, but
Hope you're doing well.
have you ever been to the McDonald's in Regina on Dudney? Is that even? Look at the window next time you go through the drive-thru. I swear it probably hasn't changed. Nasty.
And hope your family's doing well. Take care.
Hope you're doing well, dude. Nothing better than end of day shift, you know. You got 10 minutes left, half an hour left. You're getting ready to shut her down. Then something comes over the radio. Shots fired. Somebody's shooting from a vehicle. I got that once. Got that once in Langley. It was quarter to 6. I'm off at 6. And there's 3 corporals, okay? I talked to one corporal. And I said, can I go home early? My parents are visiting for the first time ever. And they're at my house waiting for me. He goes, absolutely, you go home. And then the call comes in. And the dispatchers, because the dispatchers used to be in Langley. Pricks. Complete pricks. An entire watch. I'm right in front of them. In Langley. If you guys know Langley, you know what I'm talking about. There's a huge boardroom. Would you call it? It's just a huge room with. It seats like 30 people. They're all sitting there doing their little briefing. And I look over, and they're like, Constable Jaws, will you take this? It's in Walnut Grove. 15 minutes away. Can you take this call? And I look over, and not one of them looks at me. And I'm like, unbelievable that you wouldn't jump on that call. When you know my circumstance. Like, there's etiquette in policing. You take the call at 1:45. Every time, all the time, guys. And I went, 10-4. And my other corporal, who was my supervisor, he wanted to mentor me. He's from like, he came from He thought he really knew a lot. Like, oh, I'm a corporal now, so I must know more than you. No, dude, you don't. He seen me spaz. I had a little spaz attack, okay, of my own. I kept the spaz attack within myself. No harm done. Turns out to be nothing, and I show up to my house an hour later. I start my next shift, which was a night shift. And
Can you come in here? I will talk with you.
No, he didn't. He said it was my next day shift. It's like 2 PM. He's like, hey, Constable Jaws, guy, want to go for coffee? I'm like, oh, God, he wants to talk to me about something. So we go for coffee, and he's like,
You know, what you did there, that was just, we can't have that. Okay, this is policing. This happens in the policing world. And I'm like, dude, what you don't know is da-da-da-da-da. And I was supposed to leave. I had a little spaz attack. And what I'm disappointed in is that you seen it all, and you didn't run over to the other corporals doing briefing and say,
Hey, can you take that call? Because that's what a good boss does. And I got up, and I'm leaving the coffee shop, and he goes, well, I talked to Kavanaugh, and I talked to da-da-da, and they all agree with me. And I said, well, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong because they don't agree with you. Go back to them. Have a conversation with them about it. And then come back to me, and we'll discuss it more. But I'm right. They back me. You're wrong. We never talked about it again. Obviously, went back, and they told him he was an idiot. Stuff it still gets me going. Isn't it is it a big deal? Is it a small deal? I don't know. At the time, it was a big deal. Maybe my glass was full, and I just, you go from Duncan being the guy who knew everything about everything, who was acting watch commander, and you go to Langley. There's 15 other constables, 3 corporals, staff sergeant, and a sergeant, and you're not even acting anything. You're nothing. And you got to listen. You just got to take in the bad decisions, and you get dumber. I actually got dumber going to Langley. I don't even know why I told you all that. Hold your breath half an hour before shift end. Nothing worse. There's nothing worse when a call comes in. Or it's night shift. You're off at 6 a.m. and you hear beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. 5 a.m. Beep, beep, beep. Home invasion. We need members for home invasions. Really? No. Oh, don't miss that part. Definitely don't. Who's texting me? Okay. The woman went to Victoria to see Matt Rife. Not a short trip, guys. Port Alberni, Victoria, and then coming back. Anyways, it's hard being away from her. I don't know how I'm going to survive. Haven't done that in a while. I better get to bed early before she shows up, right? Right before she shows up, I'll run to bed. So she doesn't know I'm intoxicated. That was dumb. I probably shouldn't have said that.
Hi, Clint. I was just watching one of your videos there where you said that they were going to take down the pair test. We never had that when I went through. I went through in '73, 50 years ago.
73.
We didn't have vests. All we had was the...
Another young gun. Love it. 73. It's your reg number, 3000, maybe 2900, something like that. It's an old one.
All we had was the old 38 and a set of handcuffs, and we weren't allowed nightsticks or anything back then. And
Nightsticks.
our police car had the one little bubblegum machine on the top of it. That was our lights.
That's not too bad, though. Have you seen the police cars nowadays? Disgraceful. Beep, beep. Little bugs.
But some sirens were the old wind-up ones that freeze in the wintertime.
That's cool.
But anyway, I was talking to a member. She's retired now, and she said that she was so terrified of the pair test when she did it, and I guess if she failed it, she wasn't going to go through. But
Yeah, weird.
she since had a good career, and she even went back to depot as an instructor, driver training. And I had trouble with driver training, myself and a guy from Newfoundland, and we got to stay for an extra 2 weeks. And we didn't have to get up. We get up when we wanted and everything, and we just went out in our cars together and take turns driving each other's car and try to do the best we can. And we both passed, and off we went to Newfoundland, the both of us. He went to Harbor Grace, I went to Grand Bank.
Newfoundland.
But anyway, I really enjoy your videos,
Oh,
and
thanks.
keep up the good work. And
Such good work.
I too left because of a
a bad boss. He was just a corporal, but he thought he was Jesus Christ himself.
Yeah, I bet.
And one of my troop mates became deputy commissioner.
That's who I am.
Actually in B.C., Peter German. I don't know if you ever run into him.
Nope.
Anyway, thanks again, and keep up the good work. Bye-bye.
Oh, thanks for your call. Love hearing that. 1973. Wasn't even born yet. Had it tough back then. I bet you had a lot of swimming. We only did an hour of swimming, but I heard some stories about your guys' swimming back then. Bamboo sticks. Yeah, it's sad when you have a boss that ruins it for you. Corporal is the worst position in the entire force. The worst. But if you want to be sergeant, you have to do corporal first. That's an episode right there. All about the corporal.
Jaws, it's Chris Berry.
Oh, Chris Berry.
Good work there, getting back into the swing of things, man. You're pumping out those videos.
Pumping. Oh.
So anyway, I figured I'd start getting active on this hotline again, burning up your tape.
Oh, here we go. I can't do it, Chris.
Hopefully the war stories.
It's going to be 3 minutes.
Give you some
6 minutes.
By
the way, Chris,
or something.
I like this guy. Used to be an auxiliary, and he's got great stories. But he's going to tell me a big long story, which is awesome for me, not for you guys, because he's going to call back after 3 minutes and continue on with the story. He's like me; he cannot tell a story in a minute.
But anyway, so you talk about getting in trouble, so I thought I'd start calling in with stories of all the trouble I got in. So we'll start the one tonight, I guess.
You got 10 seconds.
Back in the day, I used to work, of course, every weekend like a loser. Anyway, I get a call. It's Saturday. They know I'm coming in. I can't remember what time the watch started, but anyway, it was the sergeant, and he says, meet me at the Tango Hotel there.
Yeah. I haven't listened to
this. Come in
this.
early. He says, I'll meet you there at, I don't know, 3 o'clock or something in the afternoon or something, whatever. Anyway, so go over to the Tim Hortons.
We need to have a talk. This is unbelievable.
And some other members are sitting there.
I just told a story.
Yeah, it's
what do you want?
Race Against Drugs Day, he said. So
oh, you're not in trouble.
Need you to go in the office and grab 4 Charlie 2 there. The pamphlets are in the back. You're going to go out to the racetrack, he said, and set up with the ladies' auxiliary.
What's so funny about that?
So, he says, now understand, you're going to see out the racetrack, you're going to see LCA offenses and things of the sort.
Gives a rat.
And, you're just going to have to turn a blind eye to that sort of thing, all right?
Good.
So,
smart.
Any questions, he says? I said, what the fuck is Race Against Drugs Day? The pamphlets are in the back, he says. Just grab a pamphlet and read it on the way out there and educate yourself.
I got hockey cards here.
Okay, right? So anyway, go in the office, it was a fucking Ford Explorer. Everybody hated that thing. Anyway, here I am. I'm out at the racetrack, setting up with the ladies' auxiliary, this table, and you couldn't make this shit up, eh? But
lots of swear words.
Oh, hold on here. I'm coming on the 3 minutes here.
Oh, here we go. You're going to call me back, right?
I'll give you another call here.
Everybody's turned off, but I kind of want to hear what's going on. Okay, you sucked me in. What happens? Is this you? Chris Barry hair.
So anyway.
What?
Dude is walking. He's got a shirt on. Like one of those long shirts like George Michael used to wear in Wham,
No.
With the big writing on it.
No.
And it said, fuck off on his shirt, right? Giant letters, right? Fuck off. He's got an ignition key in his hand, right? Man. And he's stumbling, and he's walking towards the parking lot, and he's like, I'm fucking out of here, I'm leaving, blah, blah, blah.
Fido.
And all I can hear is the sergeant going, don't be starting anything and this and that.
That's not what he was
Anyway.
talking about.
There's some lady there. She turns to me and she goes,
Yeah.
"Are you not going to do something about that? Are you kidding me?"
You're just gonna let it happen?
Of course I'm going to do something. Follow this fuck guy out to the parking lot. I said, dude, look, all I want is the ignition key off that, that ring.
Ring.
He says, well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I said, I don't give a fuck about that. I said, just making sure you're not going to drive. So anyway, he's being a bit of a problem. So anyway, you get on the radio, right? And somebody take a swing by the track, right? Which I didn't want to get on the fucking radio.
Yeah, you did.
And anyway, now I got to. So anyway, Blair Ross is coming, right? Actually, we just lost Blair a couple months ago here. Blair passed away. But anyway.
Sad. Stop smoking.
He says...
Stop smoking.
Yeah, the guy, we're going on, and I said, look, dude, but it's pretty fucking simple, right? You give me the key or you're going to fucking jail, right?
Yeah.
And you can hear a siren in the distance, and he says,
don't fall asleep, guys. It's going to be a good ending. Okay? Do not stop listening to this.
Distance, and he says, all of a sudden this guy, I don't know, he got a grin on his face, and he goes, yeah, here come your buddies. I said, yeah, here they fucking come. And he says, you're going to need them. I said, I don't fucking need them, I said.
I believe that.
And he says, oh, you're going to need them, eh? And he's looking behind me, and I turn around, and here's this fucking gorilla. Fucking biker dude, shaved head, tattoos all over the fucking place, right? Ah, motherfucker, right? Jesus Christ. If Blair's in the parking lot, and he's like, where are you? He's on the radio. Where are you? I can't see you, right? I'm the guy in the dopey force cap.
Wearing your hat.
Oh, shit. Hold on. We're in the 3 minutes here. Hold on. I'll
good Lord. I knew it. I knew it. I've lost all my listeners because I can't keep anybody engaged, even though I'm... Don't say it's another 3 minutes.
So as it turns out, gorilla biker guy comes up. He's sober. He says to the other guy, he said, look, you're causing fucking trouble here, and you're going to fucking stop, right? And anyway, the guy says, hey, is there any way, that we could just, let this go, officer? I said, oh, most certainly, right? All I'm worried about is him driving, that's all. He said,
You didn't use the word
I'll assure
certainly.
you he ain't driving anyway. So I said, good enough. Have a good day, gentlemen, right? So anyway, then Blair's meet up with Blair, and he looks, and he sees that gorilla guy. He's like, Jesus Christ, Barry, what the fuck are you doing? He says, right? And I'm like, oh, fuck. So anyway, and then, of course, later, that gets back, oh, what were you told out there? What were you told? Yeah, and then you do the, yeah, but, you know what? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it. What do you mean?
And that's the thing, right? We wouldn't do that now. But it is Fido. Come on. We don't want the work. You can go to the fair. You could go to the Salmon Festival. And we had cops, citizens on patrol. We didn't actually want them calling us when they found something.
I don't want to fucking hear it. What do you mean you don't want to fucking hear it? No, fuck you, right? Don't sit there and make a fucking judgment of me that I'm some sort of fucking, super wannabe or whatever the fuck, right? Listen to what I have to say and then make a judgment. You still think I'm a fucking penis? Well, that's fine. But that's fucking, I don't want to hear it. Just write it off in the book. You dickhead, you're a fucking whatever. Anyway. Dicks. So, anyway.
There's more to the story?
So, yeah, I'll run the 3 minutes out. Blair was one of the greatest guys.
Ah.
miss him very, very much.
What's
He's
his
a
last
guy
name?
much like yourself, a guy that gets it. Don't ever think I'll ever forget about what you've done for me. And those guys were the same way. They treated me, like one of their own. I think they knew that, what I was doing was as far as I was going to get. And those guys loved me like one of their own, and I get that same vibe from you. Could be way off kilter there, I guess, though, eh? All right, sweetie. Anyway, I'll keep these calls coming. I hope you get a kick out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, who loves you, babe? This guy! Okay, dude, see ya.
What a great guy. What a great guy. Yeah, I get. I don't know if people look at me like that, though. Duncan was the best moments. Something weird happened with everything. I think the old days is where it was at. And I'll say, like, guys, if you got a good watch out there, and you want to go to street crimes or you want to go to GIS, you don't do it. If you ever have the opportunity to have a good watch of 6 to 8 people, 5, 6, 8 people, maybe even 4. No, 6 to 8. You let it ride out. I used to say to my guys, let's ride this out. Nobody go anywhere. Nobody move. Let's do this. And all of a sudden management would come up.
Well, we need somebody on B watch. We've got to dismantle you guys.
It ruins everything. If you can ride out a good thing, then you do it for as long as you can. Because I look back at the Duncan days, I'd still be doing it. There was 2 watches I was on in Duncan that were unbelievable. And if we could be that watch forever, I would have did it forever. Thanks for your call. Thanks for watching. Brings back memories. Bye-bye.